to our newest podcast.
Yes, hello from Idaho this time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Amber's time to host.
It is. Welcome to my new craft room that you cannot see anything of because we're in front of the wall.
Right. But if you saw her little Instagram short, on my Instagram short, we panned it so you could see all her craft room. She's got everything put away. So
After living here for 2.5 months, we finally organized the room.
Yeah, so
nice.
It looks really nice.
You find everything.
So we want to... We want to...
Say welcome.
Welcome to everyone here. Today's Friday the 13th. So we didn't realize that when we set it up, but that's okay. I drove yesterday, so I got here safe. And so it's like a 3.5-hour drive, but you know, it's all freeway, so it goes real fast. And gosh, the freeway's like 80 miles an hour.
Except for all of the construction in Idaho. There's so much. Once you cross the state line,
it's construction.
Idaho has a lot of construction.
Yeah. And what they're doing, we don't have a lot of construction in Utah on our freeways. But Orem, my gosh, every street you go down now, they're doing construction. I mean, not construction, they're doing road work. It's like they dig it up and they pave it over, and then 6 months later they dig it up again and pave it over. It's like, I guess it's just a way of keeping the guys working. So, yeah, so I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing so much building in Utah. Utah, they expect to, by the year 2025, it will almost double again. They said it's just people are just moving there. And I don't know why.
I do.
Okay.
Because of all the new businesses at the point of the mountain. There's now the Silicon Slopes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of computer businesses are there, businesses having to do with technology. So people are coming in for work.
So what it's done is it's really sent the cost of houses and apartments up so high. So, you know, the average Joe or the average college student, they almost have to live with 3 other guys to even afford a house to rent, you know, and it's nothing like what you were. I guess college housing, they probably can get cheaper. But it's
not having to live in like approved student housing.
Right, approved student housing. I still remember you were in a 3-bedroom, but there were 6 girls in it.
Mm-hmm. 3-bedroom.
But the bathroom was...
Oh, that one was the big bathroom.
It was like a public bathroom. It had, I think,
it had 2 toilet stalls, and we had a shower and a tub that each had a curtain.
And then their sinks, I think there were 3 sink things.
We had 3 or 2. No, we had 3.
It was the size of...
And then on the other side, we had another mirror and another counter.
Yeah.
Which was nice because girls in a bathroom, but the boys' bathrooms were the same.
So.
And we had 2 refrigerators in that house, which was awesome because the other 6-person apartment I lived in only had 1, and that was rough.
Right. So, because everybody brings their own food in, and you know, and you were just lucky. You came from another university where you had been in a student apartment, so you had all your utility. I mean, your silverware and your pans and all that stuff. So a lot of people used her stuff because she had so much of it.
They did, and a lot of stuff got broken and stolen. But that's besides the point. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, when she was in
college.
But anyway,
a long time ago.
Yeah, boy, getting longer and longer. I'm getting older and older.
It's weird to think about. I'm teaching kids who were not alive when I graduated from high school.
Wow, that really makes you feel old.
They were not alive when I graduated from college.
That's right.
Either.
They wouldn't have been, right? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is our 5th.
This is number 5.
5th episode. We're just rolling right along. And we didn't think last time when we filmed that we'd be able to do one this quickly, but we decided we would. The weather held. It's cold out, but it's nice. Mm-hmm. So I drove here, and no snow yet. And we hope to be doing another one between now and November 7th. Sure, we're going to do it then, but we'd like to get one in the middle. So we'll see how that goes. You know, it depends on the weather, and this is Utah and Idaho from one day to the next. You do not know what it's going to be like. I mean, they said by Tuesday, it's going to get up to 70 again in Orem. But right now, it's dropping down to the 30s. So
and we dropped as low as, what did I say, 29
last night here. So, and they have this wind. So it's really
awful.
Feels cold outside, yeah. So, you know, you get the wind chill factor. Can I tell my little wind chill factor?
Sure, because that's part of what happened, right?
Yes. when I was driving to Amber's when she was in college, I lived in Montana and she was going to college in Wyoming, and my car broke down in a little town called Dillon, Montana, and it was winter. And of course, being the mom, it was her first year there, and I didn't want her to drive her car all the way back, so I told her I'd drive there and pick her up. Well, then my I think it was my water pump or my fuel pump. One of them went out, so I was stuck in this town until my sister could. Oh, you guys!
We came.
Then I let her drive her car, and she came and picked me up and took me back. But because we had to leave my car. But anyway, it was the motel room that I got was 2 blocks from where my car was getting fixed, and I had to walk it. And not only was it cold as all, it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
But the wind chill factor was 60 degrees below zero. I bought a 2-liter Pepsi and I stuck it out in front of my door at the hotel for 15 minutes and it froze. And I mean, it was cold when you get that wind. And I think it was like 25, 30 below because it gets really cold there. Mm-hmm. But that wind, and you'd hear things like this, but it was like I couldn't hardly believe it. I just thought I'd get it cold out there for 15 minutes, and when I brought it in, it was frozen solid.
That's one thing I remember about Rock Springs, too, going to college in Rock Springs. It was cold, but the wind chill is what got you. I had never, in Helena we got wind, but not like this.
Yeah.
The wind, it would be above zero. It would be like 10 degrees above zero, but the wind chill would be like -30, -40. I'm like, I had never...
Right.
And walking to class, which was not that
far.
far.
When we moved to Helena, you were what, 13 or 14?
14.
14, and we had moved from California. So Amber had lived all her life in California to begin with. And I still remember your first
the first time it was when I was 12.
12.
I walked to school in shorts.
Shorts.
That I got for Christmas.
Yep. But
my legs thawed out around 4th period.
Yeah. But I
was like, because that's how kids are.
Yeah. So, and now I'm sure you have kids that probably show up to school.
Oh, there was a kid who came outside during recess yesterday who was in shorts and a t-shirt, and she's like, it's cold out here. I'm like, well, if you wore pants, maybe you wouldn't feel like it was that cold.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway. So
that's the weather.
That's our weather here. And
say what's new or what happened.
Yeah.
Anything new? Harvest break is over.
Yep. So she's
had to go back to school this week. It was exciting and not exciting at the same time.
Right, and I'm retired, so nothing unusual. Mm-hmm. I mean, I did a lot of dyeing this week, but you'll see that, not literally dyeing yarn this week, but you'll see that later. That's going to be in our up-and-coming things.
And I did a lot of sewing.
And Amber did a lot of sewing.
A lot of cutting and a lot of sewing.
So she did really good for going to school all day, and then sewing.
Really only working Monday night and Tuesday night then on stuff, and last night, because Mom was here, I had to work.
Yeah, we had to finish.
She's very motivating.
I am. I don't sit still at my house at all. I'm always doing something, as Amber found out, because I sewed pillowcases for so many years in my other shop. I had lots of material. So I started, when I was done doing I started cutting things for her. I brought a stack of cut stuff. So all she has to do is sew.
And then I got here and she cut more for me yesterday.
Yep.
she got here early and cut all day while I was
still
at school.
I did a little Instagram thing and showed you the polka dots. I was doing polka dots. Yeah, because that's what moms do, Mm-hmm. And I had worked all my life, so I was used to being busy. I remember when I first retired, you always think you're going to get all this stuff done. But you don't. You get just as much done when you work a full-time job and come home and do it, because when you're retired, you think, oh, I have all day to do that. Mm-hmm. But you don't do it then.
You do it slower.
So you do it slower, and then you go more places. You run around.
Oh, I have to run an errand right now. Yeah. I have to go get lunch.
I need to get out of the house. I've been here for 2 hours.
That's how Harvest Break was. We had a couple days where we were like, let's just go somewhere.
Yeah.
Been working all day. Let's go somewhere.
Yeah, so anyway. Yeah. So that's what I did this week, and of course what you did.
I did sewing, and some of you saw it on my Instagram this week and on my shop. Those went fast.
Right. They went really fast. So anyway.
But when we get to our
thank you all
we'll
for that.
that.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Thank you. So. I hope everyone who got them loves them as much as the 2 people who've already reviewed them.
Hey, we can show this in the finished
We can.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't finish it.
Oh, I didn't bring my stuff in.
You didn't. Do you want to go grab it really fast?
Yeah, I'm going to go grab my stuff.
Okay, she's going to go grab her stuff, and I'm going to talk to you guys about anything I want. Anything fun this week. So, last year when I was a bus driver, I made these things that I call them timeout bottles. They're basically little water bottles that you put glitter glue in and sequins and then extra water, and you glue the top on, and the kids can shake it and then just watch the glitter fall down. So I had those on my bus last year because I had a couple students with autism and Asperger's, and those are great focusing tools for those students who have issues with sensory overload. It's something that's really good to give them to just calm down, focus on one thing. My little glitter bottles that I made last year. So I brought them to school this week. I brought them on Tuesday, I think, for my students. And they've actually been a really good tool with some of these kids during our study skills class. They'll take one while they're working. They'll take it to their desk, shake it up, sit it in front of them, and then while they're working, they watch the glitter fall and work harder and watch the glitter fall, and then they'll shake it up every once in a while. It's been a really good focusing tool for some of these students, which is nice.
Right, because I think your husband, he'll be playing games while he's doing stuff or watching TV a lot. That's how my son is. They have trouble focusing on one thing. They have to be doing, and I've never been like that, have I? What?
No, but like students with Asperger's and autism, really, they get sensory overload.
Yes.
When there is so much stuff going on around them, if you can give them one thing to just focus on,
right,
it will help just calm them down, get them out of. And I would give it. I had a couple of elementary students last year who they would freak out. So I'd say, hey, can you watch this for me during the bus drive? Can you take care of this for me? And they would just sit and shake it and watch it, and then at their stop, they'd give it back to me, and the whole drive, they would just be calm again.
Oh,
because
nice.
of that. So that was nice.
Where'd you find that out? Did you see that online or?
I think I saw a video about, they call them sensory bottles, is what they call them. I called them timeout bottles.
Right.
Because sometimes if I had students that I'd put in timeout in my front seat, I'd give them one of those to give them something to do, to not lash out.
Right. Lash out with the bus driver.
I mean, elementary kids, sometimes they don't know how to deal with their emotions yet.
That's true. Especially little boys.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway.
Yes. All right,
okay,
so next
what are we doing next? We wrote it down this time.
I made a list.
We did last time, and we kind of were,
What are we talking about? Works in progress is what we have next.
Okay, our whips. That's what I ran and got.
Do you
have your stuff?
I have mine right here.
Just one?
No, there's two in here.
Okay, well, we'll start with me.
Okay. All right, then.
Okay, you all know my one shawl. Well, I don't think I have progressed. Maybe a little farther, but...
there goes your crochet hook. It's right here. It's right here.
My wooden crochet hook. So, but I still, I did maybe a few rows, but it's getting better.
It's almost done.
It's almost
really
done.
Close.
Yeah, we say that, and then we look at the yarn, and I've still got quite a bit of yarn left. So, and
Listen, you could wear it like that. You could just bind it off.
The rows get longer as you go, and so you're going, okay, when is this row going to end?
Will this ever end?
Yes. But that's such a nice stuff. That's the mandala yarn. I got mine at Walmart. I went to Joann's to see what they had, and they carried the Bernat, and only in worsted to begin with, and this is DK, and then all their Bernat only has 3 colors. Like you'll get the pink, white, and gray, or the blue, 3 colors, and then it goes backward. Where these, I think, have about 6 or 7 colors, which I really like. It's more of they fade into them, so it's not so drastic. But anyway, drastic?
You said drastic.
Yeah.
Drastic.
Drastic.
You say it like Jurassic.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, so your first.
There's my first work in progress, which I showed it to you last time, too. I haven't gotten much further. I think I did another row, but then I started on Mom's hat.
Did we figure that's going to fit me?
This one's going to be too big, too. This one's 120 as well.
Yeah.
It's just too big.
I have a little hat.
It's been a while since I had made these hats, so I couldn't remember what my starting point was. So I started with 120 stitches with the size 7 needle, but I need to do 100 stitches.
Or 120 with like a size 6 needle.
Which I can never find a size 6 needle that's the right loop. So we can look for that tomorrow. Okay, what's your second one, Mom?
My second one now, this is the one I've really been working on the most because I do want to get it done. And I'm on the last color. I don't know where my thing went, but anyway. You all know in my fairy fade shawl. These are the colorways from my fairy thing. And can you see I have the lilies, fairy lilies in bloom or something like that. And then my fairy court, and then my fairy garden, and then it goes back to the fairy or water lily fairy, and then back to the fairy court, and then I'm about on my last one, the green. But as you do them, the stripes get smaller and smaller. But isn't that pretty?
It's really pretty.
And I'm sure I'm
really pretty. No, I just got yawned. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so it's almost done. It will be a finished project by next time. It also, if you guys like it, I was thinking of for my, we have to think ahead for my day after my Black Friday special of doing a fairy fade, doing those three colors together, and you can buy it like as a fairy fade kit. But I'm going to offer it not in just I'll offer it in the glitter yarn, but I also offer it in the fingering and the worsted. This way, if you like those two, you'll have the choice. But in your comments, if you think you'd like something like that, please let me know so I know whether to go ahead with it or not, because it's a lot of work to do that many, right away. So, but I'd really, really like to know if you guys would think.
So in the comment box, would you buy it?
If you were in my Fairy Fade Club for July, August, and September, you got those three. And you can make your own Fairy Fade shawl.
But did you use one or two of each?
I used one.
Did you cut it in half?
Oh. They're 50-gram things. So it's only 3 full skeins. And I just put them together in whatever.
Okay, that's
good
to know, because I really thought you used 6 and I was like, that's an expensive shawl.
Right, and that would be huge. You saw how big this is. I used an F hook. On my other one, I used a G, and on my original, the first one I showed you, I used H. And you can really tell the difference.
Excuse me, I don't mean to yawn.
So that's mine.
I'm not bored, by the way. I yawn. I'm sorry.
You're bored with me.
Okay, so Mom's hat.
Oh, yeah. Remember last time I said I was going to learn how to knit a hat?
That lasted all of 10 minutes?
Yeah, we stopped after the thing, and we got the yarn out. My witch's brew.
We bought needles for Mom.
We bought needles, and she was going to show me how to do it. So
I cast on for her, and I started showing her. I was like, I'll do the first row for you. I'll be nice. And then
I did maybe 10 stitches.
Maybe, and I still don't know if you did them all right. But this is how far I've gotten. It's actually, this one, it's almost done, but we discovered
I have a very small head.
It's too big for her head. So I got to take the whole thing apart and make it smaller because it is too big, or finish it and sell it as a big hat. But I think that I'm going to just take this apart.
Right, because you were going to use it, make it one and one.
Yeah.
But by the rate you're going, we might not have it for Halloween.
I'd say, but if you've watched, if you saw any of my pictures on Instagram and saw it up close, you can see how beautiful it's knitting up. And this is Mom's Witch's Brew. Which she still has available, right?
Yes.
Still have some available.
I still have some in fingering. And I think I have one more still left.
Because you cannot tell from looking at, that's what I love about yarn. You can't tell by looking at it how it's going to really knit up.
Right. And if the same hat, someone could use bigger needles and it would look totally different. It might stripe across or,
or smaller needles.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm liking the hand-dyed yarn, because any yarn really.
Right.
You don't really know how it's going to knit up. You have a general idea with like the stuff in the store, but with the hand-dyed, you never know.
Yeah, because even in the stuff in the store, sometimes they'll knit up what do they call it? A swatch.
A swatch.
But you don't know what size needles they use. They might use like a 1 or 2, and you knit with a 7. So it's going to look completely different.
Yeah.
But, I mean, people have said to me, what does it look? Can you show me a picture of it crocheted up or knit up? Well, I could, but I might use completely different needles than you're going to use in your project. So it's just more of a buy it and see if you love it when it knits up, because everyone's different. I mean, even I can dye 10 different ones all at the same time, and everyone turns out different. Because that's just how they do.
Side note on that, I was knitting this up in class this week. Because sometimes when we have students in there, they're in there for study skills, so we'll have them working on their projects or their stuff, and we're just sitting next to them watching and making sure and being there for questions. So I was knitting, and one of the students said, how much would you charge me for one of those in camo? And I was like, well, if I did it with acrylic, I'd charge you $15. Okay, can I pay you now?
Oh, really? So
yeah, one of my 7th graders. I'm like, I'm not going to take any money until I can give you something. Yeah. But I'll do it for you for $15. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to buy some camo and acrylic.
And I would take this and have him try it on to see
if it'll fit him.
And take your 100-gram one. I mean, your 100.
Yeah. I'm like, it's a 7th grader, so I bet the 100 would probably fit his head.
Yeah.
Their heads aren't huge then.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, oh. I'm like, I'm not trying to solicit at all to my kids. I just happen to work while I'm there, you know.
Yeah,
Try to be
as
busy.
we all do. Yep.
Because I
Gotta
can't be
keep our
sitting
hands
still.
busy.
It's better than being on my computer.
Right.
And just
That's
sit
right.
and knit. But yeah, so that's my other work in progress that will hopefully
Be done by next time.
maybe I'll have a full size one.
Right.
Okay.
So, finished projects.
Well, okay. So do you want to talk about your crochet hook?
All right. Amber's husband, Dave, has started making acrylic crochet hooks.
It's not acrylic. It is poly clay.
Poly clay. And he made this one for me. Can you see it? And there you can pull this out. You can use the same handle, and you can buy different hooks. But I told him I like the G hook. And you can store it by putting it like that in there, and then the hook's not out to catch on everything in your bag. Isn't that neat? But I have a G.
I actually take that too when I'm working on a project.
Uh-huh.
And I will keep the yarn on there and flip it around and push it in so it will hold my stitch where it is. So you don't lose your stitch too.
I didn't think about that, yeah.
So, and he has done 2 more that we are posting on his shop.
On his? I thought we were going to post
We're going to post them on his shop.
Oh.
Okay. Because it's his shop and he made them. But he did this one. This is the opposite colors of what he made Mom.
Right.
And this one he has available. This is an H hook. Okay. So that's what's going to be available for that one. And this one. I love this one. This is also a G hook. But look at that pattern. Love that. I love that pink and blue. And this is so awesome. And, oh, thank you. He's bringing me another one too. I'll show that too. Before, look at this one. Green and blue, like lime green and blue swirls.
Yeah, pretty.
It's so fun. Almost like a zebra pattern. And then that one is that's an H hook as well. Okay. And then this is a seam ripper. You can buy the same kits and do a seam ripper. So look at that.
All you guys that sew too.
See how cool that is? So these are going to be listed on his shop. We should have them listed by the time this video is uploaded. He's going to list them tonight. So
Which one did he just bring in?
the green and blue. That's the one he handed me.
Oh, I thought
He
you told
just
him to
finished
put
this
on
one.
a clip.
No, he said make yours without a clip.
Anyway, so
anyway.
those will be.
So those will be listed. So do we want to segue into our
We're gonna segue into our announcements.
announcement
fun
/
thing.
finished projects.
Right. Right.
Because we're doing a collaboration.
Yes, I'm dyeing yarn and Amber's making little
Bags.
So which
So-
one first?
That one.
Okay,
Because I have a whole bunch of them right here.
that is this one.
Yes.
Okay.
So, we have these yarn bags that I've made with the
Can
snap
you take
tops.
one out of the
I will.
cellophane?
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
it's
show it
kinda
in here first.
shiny on there.
Sorry. I was getting there.
Then I made the yarn to match.
And you have it in worsted
I have it in worsted
and fingering,
and
right?
fingering.
This is our bag, so they match each
Don't
other.
they match neat?
They're matchy-matchy.
Matchy matchy. So we're gonna have 2 separate listings, and we have
Look
a
at the
4
blue polka dots.
and the blue polka dots inside. But yeah, I'm gonna take this out
Okay.
so you guys can see how pretty it really
My bags will fit a 100-gram cake of worsted weight
Isn't that
yarn.
pretty? And it has a lot of white because of the snowman.
Mhm.
See that? Doesn't that put that right? Night. Look at that.
And then we've done the orange for the orange noses. There's some orange in there.
And the red.
And the turquoise.
And the turquoise.
And you
then
did the dark blue
the
too,
dark
didn't
blue.
you?
I
The
did.
bright blue.
The bright blue. This bright blue.
So this is our collaboration. We only have 8 of this one available.
yeah, 4 worsted and 4 fingering is all.
Mhm.
So that one.
So these are the only ones that I have already in their cello bags.
And by the way, the only way to get these is to go to Amber's Yarn Shop.
Yes.
I am not listing these in my shop at all.
They're gonna be, the collaboration will be exclusively on my shop.
We thought we'd do that so that we don't each have to ship separately. So you don't have to pay 2
So
shipping
everything
charges.
is here at my house and it'll be shipped from me. So
So that's that one.
That's
and we
that
call that one Snowman.
it's your name.
Yeah, I know what I
I'll
thought.
put it right there. Snowman.
Oh.
Snowman fun. Snowman.
Snowman Weather. That's
Snowman weather. Okay.
So that will be that one.
Okay. You
Shall
want
we
to save
do
that one
old-fashioned?
for? I say
Yeah.
you want to save that one for last, huh?
Yes.
Because that's your favorite.
It's my favorite down there. So now the second one, we've done 3 of
Trying to
these.
hide what's in this bag so you can't see everything else.
So this one I call Old Fashioned Snowman.
Look at the cute bag!
I did a pretty good job, didn't I?
So much fun.
Yeah. And this is snow. I did the worsted and I did the fingering. This one, I changed it up. I did 6 fingering and 4 worsted. And I'll open this one again too. So
and it does have the navy blue polka dots inside of it as well.
I know people like to see them open, to see the red and the...
So this is going to make like...
Put that next to that.
I was going to say, this will make a nice like little spotted design.
Isn't that pretty?
It's really pretty.
Together.
So that is that one.
And now I don't like to have favorites, but sometimes you do something.
So, yeah. And you just really like it.
And I just love it.
So we're doing 3 collaborations.
Right.
If you're...
And this one I went and I saw this material and I bought the material because I thought it was so neat. So it was easy to have it at home and do it. These I did by pictures. Amber sent me pictures of the fabric. And so I had to do it. And that's why I thought I did a pretty good job on that. But this one we are calling Fall Fun.
So this is the fabric inspiration. Okay.
Here's the
yarn. Oh, that's so pretty.
It's so pretty. It's got the green and the orange, and I used it's called cayenne red.
Cayenne
red.
Cayenne,
so kind of a little bit of an orangish red.
And it's got like a mottled green in the inside as the fabric we got in the inside.
And the gold is, if each one of these leaves is lined in like a gold.
Yeah, like they've almost embossed them
with gold. So that's what I used on that. And I'll open this one up too so you all can see.
Because sometimes the fingering and the worsted
this
end up looking a little bit different, but they're all beautiful.
Isn't that pretty? With all the
bag.
Oh, it should knit up to be a really pretty variegated.
Mm-hmm.
So we did on this one because of the fall colors and stuff. I don't know what possessed me, but I made 5 worsted and 5 fingering.
So we have 10 of those available.
Because I think it would make a beautiful hat or a scarf or a cowl or mittens. And of course the fingering would be beautiful socks, or you can they make slouchy hats with these.
Slouchy hats, yeah.
Yeah. So those are our...
So that's our collaboration.
Our collaboration.
Is those 3.
Amber is having a shop update tomorrow at 10
Tomorrow, which is Saturday, October 14th.
10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
Hey, you said it right.
So it'll be, that's almost ready to change. So it'll be like 9 Pacific, 11
Central
and
12
Eastern. So just so you know.
So these are going to all be listed on that, and then I'm going to show you the other bags I've made this week, the yarn bags.
Yeah, and these are yarn bags. Oh, and these will fit up to a worsted size cake in it. Do you have a worsted size cake that we could put in
the other room in that box you threw on your bed?
I thought they were in the elephant box.
No, that's my little ones because it takes less space.
Okay. I will go get one so you can see how they fit.
Yes.
And she can, in the meantime,
I will start showing you what's going to be available. So normally I'm going to show you my shop update stuff on like a quick Instagram video, but I'm going to show you on this video this time. So I have these cute Hello Kitty Halloween. She's a little vampire. So cute in her little cape. And then it's got candy corn inside. And there are 3 inches across the bottom.
So this is a worsted.
And they're about 7.5 wide by 7.5 tall, approximately. And the worsted fits in there perfectly. And then when you snap it shut, if I can today, my hands aren't working.
And then you can pull the string through here and knit with it shut, and it doesn't. It just kind of contracts. It holds it flat as it goes. Yeah.
So there's that one,
and of course a fingering yarn or DK or the sports will fit great in it too. And these are really nice so that when you are crocheting a project that takes more than 2 colors, you can keep them in this and you don't have to worry about the yarn tangling in your bigger bag.
And I've seen people make them with like drawstrings. I just am not good at drawstrings.
Right.
And I have so many of these snaps and I had so much fabric.
Yeah, because you made diapers years ago, didn't you?
I did. I made diapers.
And so she needed a
snap. So I had all the snaps.
Boy, that's a lot of work.
I don't love elastic. I don't love working with elastic. And the leg bands, those were awful.
They were awful.
So I will have 2 of this available.
Okay.
And then I have this cute little witch. This cute little witch. She's so cute.
Isn't she darling?
And she's got orange polka dots inside. If I don't drop her, she's got orange polka dots inside. And I will have 2 of her as well. And then Mom brought me more fabric.
I did. Because I saw this too.
Oh,
and I thought, oh, it is so cute.
That's a leftover.
And it's got glitter. It's glittery.
Sparkly. It's so hard to see sparkly on the videos. But yeah, and then we put the candy corn inside this one. And I will have 5 of that one. Take one of these out too so I remember to do what I need to do with it. We have Snoopy. A false Snoopy.
We just have 5 of these.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cute?
It's so cute. And he's got the orange polka dots inside as well.
We like polka dots. Well, the thing is, when I was making pillowcases, I loved putting the polka dots on the, for the rim, what do they call it? The cuff, on the cuff. And so I had a lot of polka dot fabric. Mm-hmm. So I gave it to Amber when I decided not to make pillowcases anymore. I still have pillowcases on my site, my other site, but I'm just waiting for them to dwindle down so that, but they're just not as much fun as dyeing yarn. Dyeing yarn, I can really be creative. There's only one way to make a pillowcase. And yeah, you can be creative
and
with
you're
your
stuck with whatever
stuff.
fabric you get.
Yes. So this, you just kind of can do what you want. Yeah. But anyway, okay, so now we have... Now for
raise your hand if you're a Marvel Comics fan, because I am. So, look at these! They're the Avengers! And Wolverine! And just, like, Thor is on there, and Wolverine, and... They're so fun. They're made out of comic books, and I used black polka dots inside. Well, they're not made out of comic books. They're comic book panels on fabric, and then black polka dots. So I made 2 of those.
There's only 2.
Yes, there's only 2. Sorry.
Now, is the next one, is that a Marvel comic?
It is.
Oh.
And one of the newest Avengers, Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
He's actually an Avenger now. So I have 2 Ant-Mans in there, and they also have the black polka dots. There we go, black polka dots.
And Amber is so funny when she makes these.
You gonna tell them my OCD?
Yes. She does. And
every snap I put in.
5 times to make.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So they have all
quality control test.
Yes, been tested. Control tested, so they should be fine.
And then I know someone commented on this fabric on my Instagram. The anchors. The fun anchors with wheels. Steering wheels? What do you call that?
Oh,
what do they call that on a ship?
A wheel.
No,
the ship's wheel.
Ship's wheel, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Just
I feel
wheel.
like they call it something else, but and it's got like a gray mottled gray inside. Gray mottled gray.
Yeah, it's like a slate, like rocks slates.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun inside. So yeah, so that's gonna be my shop update tomorrow. That's what I have available on these, and we're gonna have Dave's update available too for you. That's gonna go live tonight though, with his crochet hooks.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that's...
And eventually, they may be on her shop, the crochet hooks.
And we may have slight different designs coming too on the crochet hooks.
Right. So, I mean, because that's what do you call it?
Polymer clay.
Poly clay. So you can make your own designs with it and stuff. So it's just fun. No 2 are ever alike. So.
Let's see. That's part of the shop announcement. Clubs. Our clubs.
Our clubs. You can go first.
Okay, so. We vaguely talked about doing a Supernatural Club last video.
Yeah.
I did it!
She did
I'm doing it.
And 4 of you have been so nice and already joined it.
And
it's open until...
the 28th. The 28th of...
October.
We're in October, aren't we? I was like, my brain kept saying August. I'm like, it's not August anymore.
20th.
Of October is when I take sign-ups and I will ship out on the 1st.
Okay, and then this is the last month of my Star Trek club, and on this club I let you choose the yarn. I think I have fingering, MCN, and worsted. So you get to decide and choose which one you want of that, and this is the last month. I take sign-ups through the 26th, and then I'm going to ship out on the 1st. So that's one of my clubs.
And then it's also the last month for my Very Scary Club. I will take sign-ups for that until the 28th as well. And with my Supernatural and my Very Scary Club, this month you'll be getting exclusive stitch markers that I am making out of poly clay.
Yeah, and
The supernatural ones are different.
They're fun though.
They're fun.
I mean, if you're a supernatural freak, you'll
get what it is. I've had to adjust a little because of how big they are. I've made taken artistic license, but it's fun and it's a novelty more than anything.
Yes. Yeah. So that'll be fun. And I don't know what you're doing with your very.
I don't either. I've been thinking about it for a while.
Maybe a knife.
Do you want to sculpt a knife?
No. Anyway. And then I'm still taking the 3-month Fairy Club. You can't sign up for now, but the holiday. But I am doing single holiday. So the November holiday one is up. If you saw on Instagram, you got to see what my October one for the Fairy Club was, and it was a Halloween theme, of course. This one will be an autumn theme, and then my December one will be a Christmas theme. So if you haven't signed up for that, I take sign-ups through the 26th, and I ship out on the 1st. And then I have my other clubs, my regular, my MCN. I have a worsted club and I have a fingering club. And then I want to remind everybody that I am doing the 12 Days of Christmas Club. And, well, I guess it's not really a club. It's the 12 Days of Christmas.
Because it's only one thing.
It's only one thing. I'm taking sign-ups through, I think I said November 5th, and I'm shipping out on the 12th. They'll all be going out in a priority box, so you'll probably get them by the 15th or 16th. And I looked, and Thanksgiving this year is on the 24th, and I remember that because it's one of the years that falls on my dad's birthday. My dad passed, but this is on the 24th, which is his birthday. So if you're buying this to give as a present, and if it's going to be somebody that you only see at the big Thanksgiving dinner, you can take their present there and not have to ship it. Or if you want me to ship it directly to them, I can do that too. And because this is the way you only pay one shipping fee, and not, you don't have to pay me to ship it to you and you to ship it to them. Mm-hmm. So, and you will get 12 25-gram skeins of different yarn, and you get one full skein to open on Christmas Day, plus every day with the yarn there's going to be a little extra something to go with it. So you never know. Stitch markers, maybe a bag, maybe, I don't know. I've started accumulating the things I want to do that. And I'm taking in, because I'm splitting my yarn up into 25 grams, I get 4 out of each skein. So I started with 20, and I'm taking them in 4s. So I'm not going above 20. So if you haven't already signed...
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yeah. So if you haven't already signed up, don't forget, I'm taking it through the 5th so that if you get paid like on the 1st, you can still have a chance to sign up. So I hope to see a lot of your names there. It's going to be a fun one. And it won't be Christmas colors. I mean, maybe there'll be a red with something else, but this is not a Christmas themed one. This is something that you can use after Christmas to make stuff. And you are actually getting 3 full skeins of yarn, because you're getting 12 and there's 4, so that's, actually you're getting 4 full skeins of yarn. You're getting 3 of the full, which would be full skeins of the 25 gram.
You're getting 12 25-gram that equal 3 full skeins.
And then a full skein for Christmas.
Full skein for Christmas.
Yeah, so it's a lot of yarn. We have 4 skeins to work with. I mean, you could probably even make a sweater out of it if you wanted, because you'd have this different stripes and the variegated. And being 12 days, you might get one solid, but probably not. You'll get speckled and variegated and maybe even some fades and maybe a solid. So, but no more than one solid. I'm not going to... For 12 days, I'm not going to give you more than one solid. I just think one's enough. So anyway.
Yeah, that would get boring.
Yeah, it would get boring. So this way you'll get a bunch of different, so it'll be fun. And being 25 grams, that's quite a lot to work with for if you just want to use them for heels, toes, and cuffs. For different heels and toes and cuffs. So that's my 12 days of Christmas. I almost said 100 days of Christmas.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, but then this is my first year, so that's why I didn't do the 24 days of Christmas. I thought 12 is enough. Yeah. So, anything else? Okay. Our giveaway.
So, we told you that we're doing a giveaway every video now. So, based on the comments off the last video, we had there's a website that we'll just pick out of your comments. So we had this website pick it. And you also had to be a subscriber.
Yep.
So our winner is Coraline Forday. I don't know if it's Forday or just Ford. But Coraline, you're our winner.
And since you're one of my customers, I have your address. So I can we're going to ship it out today or tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll probably get it on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll come quick.
Yeah, and I hope you like it. We love it.
Yes.
And then for next week, we're going to go a little off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Amber is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator also, so she makes Stampin' Up! Cards.
I do.
So we thought we'd do something different, and for our giveaway next time, we're going to give you 6 cards.
A 6-pack of cards, all handmade.
And they're all kind of an autumn
And
theme.
there's an envelope for each one, too. And they come in an acetate box. And we have, this one says, "May all your tomorrows be as happy as today." And it won't be backwards when we have it on the video. A note for you. Thank you. Hello, fall. With warmth and... Ooh, I'm dropping stuff. With warmth and caring from me. And your kindness means so much more than you will ever know.
And they're all blank inside. So you write their...
Whatever you want.
Yeah, they're just for you to write and send to your friends and family. So.
And so the way to enter this is you must be a subscriber. Must be a subscriber. And make a comment below in the comment box.
Right, and make a comment. And what did we say we're going to have? Oh, in the
your
comment
club.
bag. Yeah, to see, the fairy fade.
Yeah, if you
I'd like to hear back from you if you think the fairy fade 3 skeins of yarn would be a good idea to have as my Black Friday special. I mean, to have on my Black Friday thing. Have you thought about what you're going to do for Black Friday? If you're going to do anything?
I have thought about it. And I will have an answer for you next time.
We have time.
I've thought about it. I just don't know exactly. Because I'm going to probably do Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So 4-day specials.
Oh.
Of specials. Because Cyber Monday is big too.
That's true. I always forget Cyber Monday because it's
there's Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and then Cyber Monday. So there's actually 3 business days.
So I might run mine through there too. That 4
I think
days.
I'll have a 4 days, and I don't know if it's going to be a coupon or if it's going to be just an exclusive item that comes with purchase or an exclusive item that's only available during that time. I haven't really decided.
Yeah, and mine will only be available during that time if I do it, and I think I probably will. This way, I don't know. I might do one other ones because like. A lot of you were in my fairy club and already have those 3. So I might do one other. I thought about doing an actual fade where you take you have a light and then
light to
darker, like a 4 skein fade. But I haven't tried that yet. So I think I have in my mind how you do it, but I might just experiment on one and do one. And then I have to pick a color. That's the problem. Not everybody likes the same colors. So
blues. I'm just picturing blues, like a light blue.
Yeah, another one that's
darker,
been is that mauve, that light mauve.
Mauve.
That one
is technically how it's pronounced.
Right. So, and because I know it's not really a pink, but so I don't know. Or maybe even something different. I'd like to have 2 specials going on.
So if you think having a fade available in Mom's shop would be a good idea, comment below.
Not my shop, just on my...
I mean, I know, it's your Black Friday, but at all, because you talked about possibly doing another fade, too.
Yeah, but that would be a Black Friday, too.
Oh, that would only be Black Friday?
Only Black Friday. You don't
want to do that? Okay.
I'm only going to make myself work for those. So, anyway.
And if you don't want to comment about the fade, comment anything else.
Yeah, anything. If you have any questions for us, we
try to be good.
If you've been with me from our first one too, you'll notice my hair has finally. This is the length I wanted them to cut it. And if you look at my first, they cut it way up. But our second. Yeah, I had the long hair. My hair was down to my waist in my first, but that was a drastic cut. But this is the length I like. I get a small ponytail, but yet when I wear it down, it's not encumbering me in any way.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, anything else?
I'm trying to think if there was...
Oh, and Amber's going to try, well, she is not going to try. She's going to have a shop update.
Oh, yes, every 2 weeks.
For her little bags.
So this is going to be the only time I do one and then another week, because I just did my last update last Friday night. So this is a 1 week in between.
Right.
But I've been working my butt off this week.
And we're trying to time it so that we can have, if I can get up here in 2 weeks or she can get down, I'll probably come up because you're coming down in November.
Yeah.
We'll do a podcast on a Friday like this, and then we'll post her things so that you get a peek. You get to see what's going to go in her shop the next day. Although sometimes it's fun. I mean, we might, if we really get working today, we might end up putting a few other
additional
ones in there.
Depending on how well today goes.
Yes. Yeah,
Who knows? It's what time now? It's
probably
like
about
1 o'clock.
1 or 2.
But we have until
we
go to bed tonight.
Yeah, and this video is going to take a long time to upload. So that's why we wanted to do it early enough so we can upload it so that if any of you jump right on and watch our video right away, you'll get to see what the bags look like before tomorrow morning, before the people that have to wait until tomorrow. Because I don't think we showed your bags on your little Instagram thing, did we?
No, I didn't. I said I did a little sneak peek on yours, little sneak peek, but that was it.
That was it. So you guys that are watching this,
and we have lots of fabric cut out.
Yeah,
lots. And I have a stack that I've already done part of the sewing on too. That I just need to finish.
Might work on. So
we'll see how that goes.
See how it goes. Yeah. So anyway,
gotta make a couple field trips today, so we'll see how that goes.
Where are we going to?
At least one to the bank.
Oh, we're going to the bank.
Going to the bank.
It's only Friday. I forgot to call my bank. My bank. When you use your debit card, if you go out of state, I have to call my bank in advance and let them know where I'm going. Or
a lot of banks are like that. Most
well,
banks are.
yeah, we found this out 2 times ago when I came.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to buy something at Walmart and it wouldn't thing. And then I guess they said that they do that, which is for my protection, so that if somebody found my card and took it out of state, they can't use it. So that's great. And then I have to tell them how long I'm going to be here and when I'll be back. So,
See, in Wells Fargo, we just do that through the app. We put in travel plans through the app, and it just saves them for us.
Yeah.
And I always forget. I forgot to do that when I came to your house last time, but I didn't have an issue.
No, we didn't have an issue. So anyway, so we got to do that today.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like it's cloudy out there.
I think it is a little cloudy. It's supposed. Well, I told you it's supposed to snow in Pocatello tonight.
Oh, so I guess
I got a storm warning for Pocatello.
Oh, see, you just don't know.
1 to 3 inches.
Really? Well, I'm going home till Sunday.
Yeah.
So hopefully it won't be through then.
Welcome to winter, even though it's only autumn.
Yes.
Yes.
But we had a very, couple weeks ago, we really had a cold snap. It was like 10 degrees below normal for September. Because September is usually hot. And we had a cold and we had rain, lots of rain for September. So,
yeah, like we've had... Oh, that was my stomach. Did you hear that?
Are
That
you
was loud.
hungry?
I'm like, we just ate lunch. Yeah, we had it since September hit. It's been cold. I mean, we turned our heat on. You came a month ago. We turned our heat on right after you left. Like the day after you left, it got cold.
Yeah, and I started turning my heat on in the morning just to warm the house up a little bit. But then, I live in a manufactured home. And once they warm up, it stays pretty warm in there. So, and then the same day I would turn my cooler on in the afternoon because it would get too hot in there. So it's just the wrong time of the year. This is when colds spread and flu because people go outside like your kids at school without their coat on. They catch
That's not how you catch cold. That's an old wives' tale.
It's
from germs. It's from germs.
Yes.
It's from people touching things and doorknobs and kids going, hey, let's play.
Or let's go outside.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so.
But I think that's it. I don't think we have a real long video this time. How many minutes?
We're at almost an hour. We're at 51 minutes.
We did talk that long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think if there was anything else, but...
Nope, that was our fun shop announcements.
Yeah, we would normally have a mailbag, but we didn't have any mail come in this week. Nothing came in on time.
And because of the holiday, I think. We have stuff coming, but it won't be here till tomorrow.
I didn't even get any of my fun nail stuff. I was going to open nail stuff if that was in the mail.
Oh, right.
But the mail hadn't come yet.
Oh, our nails.
Oh, yes, I did Mom's nails last night.
Yeah, I have to show my nails. We did Halloween. I have a witch. Can you see it?
That's not a witch. That's a cat.
Oh, I have a cat. And then a ghost. And then the witch. And then a skeleton and bats.
And we didn't plan this, but I have the same base nail polish on. I did mine earlier in the week. I did mine Sunday, though.
Yeah.
I've almost been on a week, but mine just have little different skulls and stuff on them. It's hard to see. The light really reflects off of them. But yeah, so I have more nail stuff coming too. I thought if that came in the mail, I could show you guys that because I do that every week now.
Yeah, these are what are they called? It's not
nail
called,
stamping.
Yeah, it's not. These aren't decals. These are. She's actually kind of
so like you have a metal thing and you put the paint on it and you swipe and then you stamp and then stamp that on your nail. It's hard to explain, but it's really cool.
Yeah, and it looks really nice. So that's our fun. That's our fun thing for the week.
Yeah, our off-topic thing.
Off-topic thing. Yeah, and my last one I just peeled off, which you should never peel off. Amber yelled at me for peeling.
Ever.
Yeah, yesterday. So they lasted almost over about 10 days. You put them on like a week ago Monday. So they lasted a long time. So, and that's with dyeing yarn all week and washing my hand a million times.
Wearing gloves on and off. And yeah.
Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it.
Video.
Till 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You'll have something to look forward to. I don't know, there's one more. We'll see how this goes with the collaboration. But there's one more fabric that I bought.
Works.
Yeah, that it's a Christmas fabric, and we're trying to decide whether we want to do a collaboration on that. I think it would be a fun one, but
we'll see how this is our first collaboration. So we'll see how it goes. And if you guys are excited about it and like it, we'll do another one. We'll do it. We can do them all the time if you guys like it, because it's fun working together.
Yeah, and although we only did. We did 3 different ones. The most we did of one is 10. So it's not like we did 100 of one, or so it wasn't, and that's what I dyed all week.
And the yarn and the bags are only available in the collaboration. We didn't tell them that.
Right. Oh, yes.
They're only available in the collaboration. We are not going to sell them separately on our
so
shops.
You can't
ever.
No, and you can't say, you can't say, oh, I want that yarn, Donna. Can I
get 2 bags? And 1 yarn. No,
you have to buy them
if
as
you want more than one of them,
and
you have to buy the sets.
Very reasonably priced. So it's not like it's going to break your wallet. Well, it might break mine or yours, but no, it's really we are reasonable. If you bought from us, you know that already going in though.
We don't gouge you.
Oh, and I brought Amber. If you were on her first, what did you call it? Where she sold them last week.
Oh, on my shop update?
Yeah, the shop update. She had 2 different sheep and a llama, and I brought her some more of that fabric. So it may, if we get it sewing tonight, she may have those tomorrow too.
In the update,
we'll see. If not, they'll be in 2 weeks in that update. So, but
because my plan is to just sew and sew and sew and sew and sew and have things ready to go. Yes, because we sew too. We so do. Have them in my shop update. So I have a whole bunch ready to go. So when I have that update, it's not going to be like, oh, she only has 2 designs. I'm not going to buy from her. That's a small update. I'm going to try to build stuff up so that I have a ton. So when those updates go live, you guys have a variety to pick from.
Right.
Because I have so much fabric. And we have so much cute fabric.
We have a lot of cute fabric. Well, we were
making pillowcases.
We were making pillowcases
and
then
bowl cozies.
And if you all remember Hancock fabric before it went out, they used to have the neatest fabric on. They called it. It wasn't the end of the bowl.
Spot the dot.
Spot the dot. And there were times when you could get 90% off. And one of the fabrics we bought then, and we're not making bags out of that. It was because it's flannel. Was a Dora the Explorer. I bought the whole bolt for $1 a yard.
Oh, we have so many Dora the Explorer bolts.
Yes. And
Dora the Explorer is really popular.
So and then we got, they had a lot of character.
I have Wonder Woman stuff cut out to make Wonder Woman.
Oh, good. Because I went to Joann's, I will say the name, yesterday, and their character fabric is
like
$9.99 to $11.99. Okay? Well, I had Wonder Woman. And I pulled it out, and it is $15.99, and it's the only one. And I thought, well, because Wonder Woman is
the movie just came out.
It's a sticker that they put on the $15.99 sticker. It's not the one how it's printed.
Does their sign say $9.99 to $11.99?
No, it says $9.99 to $15, or actually to $16.99.
Okay,
now. But that's the most. None of the rest of the character fabric is.
And I think I only have enough of that to make 1 or 2. I don't have a ton of that, so.
Yeah. But anyway, And I don't even think we have any Wonder Woman pillowcases left. I don't. Do you?
I might. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have so many. I don't know.
The character fabric goes real fast on everything. It does. But so.
And who knows? Once we go through all that fabric, those pillowcases may eventually be turned into yarn bags.
Who knows?
Because
who knows?
They're more usable for you guys.
Yes.
My pillowcases are good sellers, though.
Yes,
I do very well in my other shop with my pillowcases.
Yeah, we didn't even mention our other shop. My other shop is Crystal Skies handmade instead of hand dyed, and hers is
a hairy good idea. A hairy good idea.
So if you want other things, I sell nursing pads and baby wipes and pillowcases, and I crochet dishcloths, and that's where you can get my dishcloths. They make a wonderful. If you guys give. Here in Utah, well, no, not here in Utah, but here in Utah and Idaho, they give a lot of, they call them neighbor gifts, where you leave your neighbor a gift and you And for a couple years in a row, I've made 2 dishcloths, and then I buy at the dollar store the little bottle of like Palmolive dishwashing soap, and I put it all together. And I mean, for like $4, I have a nice little neighbor gift, and it's something everybody uses. Even if you have a dishwasher, you still do some hand washing.
That's true.
But. Anyway, and then Amber's, a hairy good idea started out that way because she was making hair things. And
that shop has morphed in the past 7 years to other stuff. I mean,
right.
Pillowcases, nursing pads, baby wipes. Now these are good Christmas presents, by the way. I do rice and corn heat and cold therapy bags, and I have quite a few listed on there.
Yeah.
Those are awesome because you can freeze them and you can heat them up. And Christmas is a stressful time. So it's good to get a stress thing. And during the winter, I'd heat mine up, and then I'd put it in the foot of my bed before I went into bed for about 15 minutes.
Like they used to do with the old bed warmers.
Bed warmers, yeah. And so you get into bed and your feet are warm. So, yeah, by the way, I have those, and those are really good for that. And I have all sizes.
Yeah,
I have lots of sizes.
And I have stuff to make more.
I have some that are actually made to go around the neck, and I've actually sewn them with little pieces so that some of the stuff stays here, and then the rest falls around.
Oh, yeah.
I've tried to think of everything.
Yeah, you do. We're artistic people. We thinking of all this other stuff. I can't draw for the life of me, but I like doing colors.
And I just relisted my soap saver sacks.
Oh, did you put them?
I did relist them.
They're a nice little gift for if you have older kids. Up until last year, I think it was last year, I always did a Christmas stocking for every one of my kids.
And Mom always does the 10 days of Christmas.
Right. And then they started getting married, and so instead of 4 kids, I had 8.
And then you had grandkids,
and
too.
Then I had grandkids. So last year I finally stopped doing them. But the
soap saver
sacks, and then you can put a bar of soap in it, and they make a wonderful gift for the stocking. Plus, they make it smell good.
It can hang it in your shower. And the great thing about these, I know we're talking about other stuff, but the great thing about the soap saver sacks is that your bar of soap doesn't sit in the shower and get all goopy, because every time the water hits it, more and more water builds up underneath it. It gets squishy. So it hangs and it dries. So your soap lasts longer. And they rub against the soap inside, and they lather better than just holding the bar of soap too. And because it's made with cotton, it acts as like a loofah too, so it's nice. It does everything, and I'm very reasonably priced on those. I only sell them for $3. So plus shipping.
Yeah.
Because I can't eat that shipping.
But they make a wonderful gift.
They do. And I think I have about 10 different ones listed right now.
Yeah.
I have other ones I should take pictures of.
But with Christmas coming, you guys, I mean, you're buying gifts for everybody, not just for knitters and things like that. So, it's
I have
fun
gifts
to think
for cat.
outside
I
the
have
box.
gifts for cat lovers in your life too. I have cat toys on there.
Yeah, that's on her.
That are crocheted in. No, they're in my Hairy Good Idea, and they're crocheted and they're filled with filling and catnip. Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah, we have cats. We locked her. Well, we locked her cats out this time because if you remember, we have Molly here, and Molly's a talker.
Don't say her name because she'll hear you and she'll come.
She's very smart. She's very smart.
She's just a chatty Cathy.
So, anyway, so look tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the shop updates, and I hope you all liked our collaborations. I'm really, really proud of them. I think they really turned out well.
Fun.
Yeah, and those, if you do have a crocheter or knitter in your life, those would be a wonderful gift to give to them. Mm-hmm. So,
good Christmas gift.
A good Christmas gift. So, and they're not really Christmas colors. They're,
they're just, I mean, the one is the fall color, but
still, that lasts through February, March, you know. So.
And I think you're right. I think that's going to make beautiful hats. The fall one.
It's going to be.
I mean, they all will.
Or if you make gloves, I can just imagine those on your hands. They'd be pretty little mittens. Yeah.
I was thinking mittens too. I'm like, oh.
And I don't know
if I could knit mittens
out of a worsted, because we've never. I don't know if you could get. You can get 2 hats. So I wonder if you could get 1 hat and then maybe even the fingerless mittens.
The fingerless gloves?
The fingerless gloves.
Which are which are useless in Idaho.
Well, and Montana and Utah too. But
I
never saw.
I love them.
I never saw the fingerless gloves until I worked at a car dealership, and all the mechanics. Because when you work at a car dealership, most of they call them bays. They have the doors that open and shut, and so it stays cold in there. So the guys would wear these gloves, and they'd cut the tips off their fingers so that they could, do the little adjusting and stuff, but yet most of their hand was still warm. So yeah, that's the first, and I mean, I worked in a car dealership business that was the first job I ever had, and I always stayed in the car dealership business. So, it's like, yeah, I don't think I ever worked anywhere else.
Well, you did when we owned the...
Well, yeah, but we owned that.
Store.
That's different. Yeah, I had to.
And the jewelry store. I mean...
Yeah.
But
still, yeah. So it's just one of those things. But anyway, so if you knit mittens, those would be pretty. I bet you could get, if you were knitting for children, I bet you could get a set of mittens and a hat. If you do knit that, comment and let us know.
Let us know. We'd love to see pictures too.
Yeah, and I'd love to find out what you can actually make out of a skein of worsted, because worsted only has like 220 yards, where fingering has 462 yards. But it's because it's thinner. So, and I have heard of people taking 2 fingerings and doing them together, and you get almost like a worsted, because it makes it heavier. So, if you like. I mean, I guess if you had 2 cakes, that would be easy.
Yeah.
You just sit the 2 cakes next to each other and do it that way. So, yeah.
Or you could...
Your heat kicked on.
Or you could put them both on double swifts and put them into a cake together.
Yeah. Christy has that double swift. Christy has double swift, and she can do things like that.
Yeah, because, I mean, that would be easy. Then you just do it, and you pull them out together, and
And I'm sure that's how they do it when they do the sock blanks. Because when you make a sock blank, you want it to be exactly the same, so that when you're knitting the 2 socks, you'll have. You didn't know that, right?
Yes, no, I know that, but you wouldn't dye them in a cake.
No, you dye them you do the cake together, double like you just said, and then you'd use your your sock blank machine and make the sock blank, and you'd be having 2 strands of things, and then you color them. And
I would just make 2 sock blanks and lay them next to each other and dye them.
Well, I know, but some of them I've seen them with fancy patterns.
There's people who do.
Of course, they don't knit up that way, but it looks nice on the sock blank. It's still knits up variegated. Not when they put these big patterns, because the sock blanks are this wide.
Which is as wide as a sock. So I don't know.
I don't know.
If you've ever used a sock blank, let us know
let
too.
us know.
Because these are things we don't know, because Mom isn't a knitter and I'm a very recent knitter.
Right, so she hasn't. Although we just found out that my one daughter Robin, who just learned to knit a month ago.
Did she finish it?
She's almost done. Her and Christy went to Ireland, and while they were over there, they had their evenings free. And so I think Christy showed her how to do the socks. And I think she said she started on a Monday night, and they got back on Tuesday night. So she must have done it on the plane. And I think on Wednesday or Thursday, she showed us her sock, and she had done about up to there. So if she, a brand new knitter, can learn how to make a sock, I know you could.
I'm sure I could.
Somebody show you.
Yeah.
And they do take a long time. And
they take the smaller needles.
Yeah, the smaller needles. Yeah.
I don't love the smaller needles.
But maybe if you want to start, they say if you start making socks.
I know,
our one friend loves to make socks.
I love making the hats, though. I really do love making the hats.
Right.
That is fun. I enjoy that.
Yeah, so anyway.
Anywho.
Well, I guess we will say goodbye this time.
Yes, I think we're finally done.
Yeah. And we want to, once again, thank everyone who watches for watching. And if you are new to our broadcast, please press the subscribe button.
And the bell.
And the bell. This way, when we do put a new one, you'll get notified right away.
Be part of our notification squad.
Yes. And then, to be in our drawings, you have to be a subscriber, and you have to leave a comment. And
at least this one. We may do something different.
Yeah,
when we get
yes,
bigger.
but we
Who
did it
knows?
last time too. But this time, just
it's
so
fun.
want to get more comments. We just love to read
I
what
like
you
to
guys
read what
say.
you guys say.
Yeah, yeah, and you've always been so kind, everybody out there.
Yes.
So, and I'm glad. And if you don't see something you'd like us to do or show on our podcast, let us know.
Yeah.
And if we don't know how to do it, we'll look it up and see if we can learn.
Figure some of the things out.
Yeah, figure out stuff. So we watched yesterday on, what was it? It had different techniques of
Oh, I was
how they
scrolling
were
through
knitting.
Instagram and it suggested knitting videos for me, and I watched things and I was like,
Wow.
that's how they do that.
Yeah, some they were using two things and they'd go over one and on the other side they'd go over I mean, just interesting.
Some of
stuff
you,
that
those of you who do that are amazing. You're
are.
heroes
Yeah.
in my mind.
And can they post pictures on our comments?
I don't know
On
if you can.
YouTube?
I don't know if you can post a picture in the comments on YouTube.
No.
You can't on Instagram either. You can on Facebook, but not on YouTube or Instagram. I don't think.
No. Well, if you do buy our yarn, or even if you don't buy our yarn, we love to see your pictures.
Yeah,
So-
if you can post a link to them if you have them somewhere online in the comments. You can post a link to where that picture is, and we can go look at it. Because I would love to see what you guys do.
Yeah, that's one of the things when people buy my yarn, I ask them to send me a picture of their finished projects because I like to see what they make. I don't make sweaters and I don't make socks.
Yeah.
And so I love to see how they turn out. You know, because like you see, the way we dye it, but they knit up totally different.
See, and we don't have time to make swatches for everything either.
No.
I mean, we could swatch everything and know what it would kind of look like, but
But yeah, but it's
There's
more
just a
fun
lot.
to be a surprise, I think. But
it's nice to see what you guys do too, because not a lot of you, probably all of you are really talented. Say a lot of you are talented. No,
and
you're all talented.
crocheters too. Remember, we started out crocheting, and we love to crochet, and so anything you crochet, I know I see a lot of you doing these wonderful the doilies and things like that, and these are things that I've made a doily. I made a doily by mistake one time. I was trying to do a circle, and it turned out the middle was flat, but then it started going like this. But it's under my lamp now, and it really looks nice. But I couldn't. I tried to do one again, and I can't figure out what I did.
You probably doubled too much.
Yeah, or something. But it was
Extra
real
stitches.
pretty, and I used a littler thing. But my grandmother was a crocheter, and I don't know if you all saw this, but if you didn't, go on my Instagram and scroll down. I have a picture of me in a dress that she made, and I was 2 or 3 there, and I still have that dress, and I put a picture of it too. And she made a bonnet to go with it, where they put the wire in the bonnet and the wire back here, and then they crocheted around it. Yeah, and she made me a blue one, and she made my older sister, who's 2 years older than me, a pink one. So yeah, and it's a crochet dress, and they didn't even use. It wasn't this kind of yarn. It was the, what do they call it? The thin.
Like the tatting.
Yeah,
Fabric yarn.
Yeah, like you use when you make those bracelets and stuff.
Embroidery thread.
Embroidery thread.
Okay.
It was made with embroidery thread.
Wow.
So it was a lot, and they used a little tiny, like, F's the smallest needle I've ever used, but I think they go all the way down to an A.
They do, and then they have ones that have numbers below the A,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and that's
I
what she
think.
used to crochet with, those little tiny things. It's really pretty. I'm so glad that I still have it, and it stayed nice, you know, so. But anyway.
All right, well, I think that we're going to end now.
And so, like we were saying, if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. Please leave a comment. And please subscribe to us on Instagram, too. I'm Crystal Skies Hand Dyed.
And I'm
she's
Amber's Yarn Shop.
Amber's Yarn Shop on Instagram. This way, when you post your pictures to everybody else, we get to see what you're making. We get to see your progress. And we love that. So.
And if you like our video and you have friends who you think might like it, share our video on Facebook, on, wherever you are. Share it.
Can we be shared on Pinterest? I don't know if Pinterest has a
I don't know if we can probably save a video on Pinterest. I think you can.
Yeah.
I think you can.
So
yeah,
we're both
you can
on
pin
Pinterest
us
too.
if you like.
So pin us.
Yeah.
Pin our stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway. Okay,
All
well,
right.
you guys all have a good day. I hope it's not snowing where you live. I hope it's not raining like some of the places where it's still raining so much. But
Yes.
I just hope it's a nice weekend coming up for you. And you all have a good day now.
Yes.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.